Hi, I'm David Mihaly from Budapest, Hungary, and I won the Noel Gallagher interview competition. I flew in this morning and I'm about to interview Noel Gallagher. I have never interviewed anyone in my life before, and it's pretty amazing to start with him, with one of my biggest musical heroes. I hope he likes me.
You know, I'm not going to dress this up. It would have been better if it was a girl. It would have been better if it was a Hungarian lady, you know, which I said to my people in the office. They said, oh, we've got the guy, and I said, is she attractive? And they said, it's a guy. And I went, oh, is he attractive? They said, he's from Hungary. I was like, oh, has he got a big beard, like fucking Dracula? I said, no, his name's Dave. And I was like, Dave from Hungary? Sounds like a character in a fucking Harry Enfield sketch.
This is actually my first interview ever, so I've
Really?
never done an interview.
I've done thousands.
To me, it's an honor to meet you because your music means a great deal to me.
Thank you very much.
I am.
But if you go on to be an award-winning journalist, I can say I was interviewed by that fucking Hungarian guy with a Welsh name. What was his first ever interview?
So yeah, I'm really happy to be here. So let's just start off.
Let's go.
When did you start writing the songs for Chasing
Well,
Yesterday?
I write all the time. I don't really. I've never sat down and said to myself, right, today I'm going to write an album, or today I'm going to write a song even. I just collect a lot of songs, and then I'll go to bed one night not thinking about making a record, and then I'll wake up the next day, and whatever's gone on in the middle of the night, might be my wife, in my ear, go make another record, fucking miserable cunt. Make another record, you're annoying me. It might be that, and then I wake up and think, you know what, darling? I think I'm going to make another record. she kind of high fives the cat. So I don't know. I just get a sense that I might start thinking about making a record.
What was your family's reaction? Do they have favorite songs from the new album?
My two boys like the Ballad of the Mighty Eye.
Yeah.
When my wife, I fucking love my wife. You ever seen my wife? She's fucking great. But when she first heard What a Life, I got very excited. I never usually play her anything because she can be very honest, a little bit too honest. When I first played her What a Life, she went, it's all right, it just says What a Life about 1,000 times. And I was like, it's fucking brilliant, what are you talking about? So when I played a Riverman, when the saxophone thing came in, she went, oh God, I fucking hate saxophones. And I was like, thanks, you know, thanks for that. But she, I think she likes it. She doesn't, she likes it. She fucking loves me. That's the main thing. I don't give a shit if she likes the music, if I'm being honest. I think she likes the Ballad of the Mighty Eye. But then who doesn't? It is great.
It is. And getting back to the saxophone, well, you just mentioned it. There's a saxophone solo, you know that, obviously.
Two saxophone solos.
Oh, two saxophone solos.
In one song, yeah.
Do you still think jazz is rubbish?
On the whole, yeah, it's unlistenable. But I kind of like Sun Ra is amazing, and I hear odd things that I do like. I mean, a lot of it. Have you been to a jazz club?
No, that's not my thing.
Okay, what a jazz club is, if you've never been to a jazz club, this is what I was at a jazz club. A jazz club is like 4 guys on stage enjoying themselves more than the 50 people in the audience. That's what it is. They're all playing a different song, all at the same time, in different tempos, in different keys, and they call it jazz. It's fucking nonsense. But there are some things clearly that have seeped, like Sun Ra I do like, and I do respect it, but I'm not a jazzer.
People know you as one of the best songwriters of your generation.
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing they know you for are your strong opinions about pretty much everything that happens around this world.
No, can I rephrase that? It's my opinions. They're not strong, they're just opinions.
Opinions?
Mm.
Do you have a favorite insult you like to remember once in a while? Like you have a good laugh at, like, I don't know.
Favourite insult?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever insulted anybody. And I don't think I've ever really offended anyone. If somebody asks me a question about whatever it might be, that is my opinion. Do you know what I mean? I don't get up in the morning and then say, what am I doing today? Oh, you've got to do the NME today. And I just go, right, okay, get a taxi. And then go into my, bedside cabinet with, I've got my little black book of hit list. I know I'm making this sound like I've actually got one in a bedside cabinet, but I haven't. And think, right, Ed Sheeran. He's fucking getting away with it, that cunt. He's out getting it today. A conversation will take place and it kind of, and people's names get dragged into it. But I've always stood by everything I've ever said at the point of saying it. There are a couple of things that I regret down the years, but I don't really think I'm that opinionated. It's just it comes across that way. It's because nobody has an opinion on fuck all anymore. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? You go to award ceremonies, you see these people, everybody has to be a fan of everybody these days. Do you know what I mean? Everybody has to be a fan of everyone. It's not real.
Bell of Mighty Eye, the video, I think it turned out great. I had a great laugh at the beginnings.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
The guy who plays the director in the video
he's great,
was giving characteristics of a person who you would probably very much dislike.
I just want to keep it super loose, just keep it like nice, lots of energy in the eyes. Just if you feel like you want to do anything, just keep it livid. Dangerous is probably the key word. Let's get quick. Nice. Oh, grumpy. Okay.
Do you know that this is the funny story? That guy who plays the director, he looks the spitting image of Bob Dylan. Do you know what his name is?
No.
Dylan. And I said to him, have you changed your name to look because you look like Bob Dylan? And he said, no, my mum, it's my name. My mum gave me that at birth. And I said, why? And he said, because she looks like Bob Dylan. And she thought, well, my son will definitely look like Bob Dylan. So that was it. Wow, what amazing foresight. Do you know what I mean?
Did you have anything to do with that part of the? I know you don't talk about the concept.
The director said he was going to. I know you fucking hate making videos, and we're going to do a bit of that. And I was like, look, just make it fucking quick. But what I'm glad about that video is, I'm glad that I managed to portray on screen a fucking freezing cold, furious, mid-40s rock star who would rather be anywhere else than in that fucking shot at that particular time. That is acting that fucking Robert De Niro can only dream of that fucking shit, let me tell you. And how I didn't get a BAFTA for it is a fucking disgrace, quite frankly.
Wrong shirt. Decision. I should go back in time, change my...
Black shirts are notorious for fucking up interviews.
Okay.
That's why you never see me wear one.
You don't like black shirts?
I don't mind them. Would definitely never wear one in an interview though.
Oh, you should have told me that before.
That's schoolboy error. You can when you're doing Hungarian fucking This Is Your Life, you can say, but they're great bits of advice we're ever given to. So you're known for your coloured shirts, David. That's right, because Noel Gallagher said to me once, never wear a black t-shirt.
So you're going to be away from home a lot in 2015.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to getting away from the UK?
Peace and quiet.
Peace and quiet.
I have 3 children, 2 of which are very young. They're like 2 little tiger cubs. They like to fight all the time. Not nastily, but they like to wrestle all the time with me. I'm looking forward to getting a lie-in, room service, do like a bit of room service. I get to watch TV without anybody fucking smashing me around the head with a pillow.
So you don't really get like bored on tour? Or are there times when
you
get bored?
No, not at all. No. When you get out on the road, you've only got 2 things to do a day. You've got the sound check and the gig, and that's it. The rest of the time you're spending, watching telly. If you were to follow me around with a film crew, you'd think, oh wow, what a weird life he leads. He doesn't do anything. But in my brain, I'm like thinking, this is amazing. Peace. The phone never rings, ever. It's great.
Could you name 5 things which you must have with yourself on tour, besides your musical equipment?
Passport. Credit cards, a tour manager, a security guard, and tea bags, Yorkshire tea bags. That's it.
Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire tea bags, yeah.
My friend lives in Glasgow.
Okay.
And he studies there. And he always brings me tea because I don't really like coffee. I think it's
neither.
shit.
No, it's squares coffee.
And
you know coffee's ruined the world?
It has.
Coffee's ruined the world. Before Friends, right? Before that fucking series when everyone was sat around drinking coffee, then it's all prevalent now in society, isn't it? Every cunt's walking around. People walking around the streets with cups of coffee in their hand. I'll never be able to accept that in modern society. Every time I see it in a taxi, I feel like pulling over and saying, can you not fucking wait till you get to work? You know, you nearly run them over in car. You know, people walking with coffee. Oh. It's ruined the fucking world.
Well, this is good news because... no, I'll tell you in a minute. So I want to be a journalist and I wanted to like do something.
Right, okay.
I write a blog.
Right,
and,
okay.
I criticize coffee shops and like tea houses back at home.
You know,
and for like I have a list of famous people who love tea. And you're second.
Hang on a minute. Who's first?
Well, I like the series Mentalist. You know that Patrick
Never
Jane.
seen it.
Never. He always drinks tea, and I
Is
was
he an
like,
American?
Well, the
Is he
actor
an American? Is he an American?
In the story, he is.
Right. Well, then they don't fucking know nothing about tea. So you put me at fucking number one. When
Okay,
you
I'll
get
change
back
that. I'll
to
change
Hungary
that. I'll change
in
that.
your castle in a forest,
And you know,
put me back to fucking number one. I am number one tea fucking drinker in the world. Trust me, I better I'd be. I'll buy you from the fucking gigs if I'll find your blog. If I'm not number one, you're in deep shit, mate.
Okay, I'll do that. And well, this is the end of my interview. Thank you. What do you think? How did I do for the first time ever?
Well, bar the black shirt, which is an oversight. That must not happen again.
Okay.
It's pretty good. Pretty good for a fucking Hungarian dude called Dave. I guess that's one of the best interviews I've ever done with a Hungarian. Some would say the only interview I've ever done with a Hungarian Dave, but I'm going to say the best. But anyway, no, it was good, and it was nice to meet you and all that.
Well,
And
it's nice meeting you.
yes, thank you very much. Leave the check on the way out. You didn't have to pay for this, don't you?
Yeah.